Little Miss Recap contains adult language and is intended for entertainment purposes only. Hi, everyone. Happy Halloween. Welcome to Little Miss Recap. My name's Amy.
And I'm Becca.
Hi, Becca. Happy Halloween.
Hey, happy Halloween. I'm kind of sad. It's the last day of November, the best
day of last day of October.
Yes.
You mean?
Did I say? Yeah, tomorrow's November. Well,
by the time these guys hear this, it'll be November. But yes, your birthday month is over.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It will come back next year.
Yeah, it's tough. You know, I really start September 1. I'm there.
Yeah. October 1st, I'm like, guess what's coming?
But your birthday falls kind of in the middle of October.
Mm-hmm.
So you get the lead up and then the wind down, where I don't really get much of a wind down. I get 5 days and then the month is over.
Yeah. That might be nicer though. Because sometimes I get a little like, after my birthday.
Oh, look at us. All right. Guys, we're here today to talk about Married at First Sight.
Mm-hmm.
Very excited. Okay. Let's talk about general overall thoughts. This is drop 1 episode, season 19, episodes 1 through 4. You've watched one season previous, right?
Yes, and I can't even remember. I remember no details about it except for the one couple that I kind of liked. And she had like the bright reddish hair.
I think it's Jamie and Beth that you're talking about.
Yes.
Did they talk about basic Caucasian sex?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I've watched every season.
Okay.
This has been a show I was more into than Sister Wives for a long time.
Whoa.
Yeah, I was really into this show for a long time. And then, I don't know, like the last couple seasons, they started to do the 90-day format where they were going on for like 26 to 30 episodes.
Ooh.
And they were like 2-hour episodes, and it was on Lifetime, and you couldn't stream it. Like, so I just kind of, I covered it in and out, but not closely. So this was refreshing. As you guys know, this is the same production company as Love is Blind, Chris Colin. Yes. So like Kinetic Content, I think it's called. So they're getting the Love is Blind treatment, and I'm here for it.
Yeah, they have a music budget. There's like real songs. Have there always been real songs?
No, never. Never. The songs were probably the worst part in the past. One thing I do have to say though, Becca, where they didn't spend this money, what is that wedding venue? Why are we just by a pool in a Holiday Inn?
Yeah. And Austin has some beautiful places.
Yes. Yeah. Why wouldn't you take a page out of the McBee Dynasty and have it in a barn?
Yes.
Or, you know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? I was really disappointed in this.
So on the show, they make it seem like it's just a week full of weddings at the same venue. Mm-hmm. Is that how it's really happening? Like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday?
I think so. Okay. I think so. A couple of them get married. They might do like 2 a day, like an earlier ceremony and a night ceremony.
Okay.
But for the most part, they all get married over like a weekend or whatever it is.
Okay.
Also, previously, they used to have a lot more bullshit in the beginning. Like the fact that we are going to the honeymoons at the end of 4 is huge because I have it here. Where is it? Season 17 was 7 episodes of the wedding and the honeymoon. Each episode, by the way, 2 hours.
No.
Yes.
Oh, no, that's too much.
So they would do a whole thing in the beginning where they would go and surprise the person and tell them that they got selected. Then they would have a whole thing where that person was telling their family. Then they would have the weddings, and the day after the weddings, they would have the person sit down with their new spouse's family and like have dinner or something.
Okay.
Like it was just a lot of filler that we really didn't need. So yeah, there was just a ton of filler, and it was not great. So I feel like by cutting that, it was really smart.
Oh yeah, it was super streamlined. We got to meet them. We had the weddings. They met the family. Like, I liked it. Yeah.
We also saw bachelor parties in the past.
Oh, we don't need that.
We didn't need any of that. And I also liked how each episode focused, like the first episode was focused tightly on Josh and Jalen.
Yes.
And then who else was in that first one? Will and Brittany. So like you got their whole story,
You got
why
to
they
know
were
them.
matched and stuff like that. So it was interesting. I was excited.
So are these actual doctors? All three of Dr. Robinson, Dr. Pepper, and Dr.
Pia. I'm not sure if Pia is a doctor, but Pia is the most real of all of them.
Okay.
Pia does the work. Like she's a sex therapist, I believe, and she gets in there and she does the most work. Dr. Pepper has kind of pieced out over the seasons. She used to be great, but she just kind of doesn't show up that much anymore.
Oh, what a bummer.
And Pastor Cal is a pastor.
Oh, a pastor. Okay.
And he's fine, but he's got a lot of internalized misogyny.
Yeah.
So there's some of that. Now, I'm hoping that doesn't come through this year, but we'll see. He's the one who infamously, if you hear me joke about it, he literally did like a TikTok with his wife where he's like, women be shopping.
yes.
And I was like, wow, dude. Okay.
The show seems to have good statistics. I think they said they have 11 marriages and 13 babies out of the show.
Yeah, it's not terrible, but they've had some real clunkers. It needed a retooling.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think very much like Love is Blind, it's struggling with what to do about the social media component of all of it.
Yeah.
Because asking people to keep their social media private for like 16 months to a year to 2 years it's not feasible anymore.
No.
Like people, especially if they make their money using something for social media, like they just can't do it.
Yeah. And then how do you stay? I guess no one knows you till the show starts to air, but how do you stay completely private in such a public world, even just going out and about, buying things, doing stuff?
Right.
That's why I think I've said this so many times. That's what I love about Love Island is we're watching a show that was filmed and edited within the last 3 days.
Yeah, so I imagine those producers are just hitting lines of coke and just, editing the shit out of everything.
It's like more scenes, more bikinis.
Get more thong bikinis in there. What do they call it on 90 Day? A dental floss.
Yes. More neon lights. Yeah.
Yes. All right. So how I have this done is couple by couple.
Okay.
And then we'll do the honeymoon separately.
Perfect.
Okay. So we meet Jalen and Josh. Jalen is a 27-year-old realtor whose clock is ticking.
Yes.
She's 27.
You have plenty of years, my love.
You have like 20 years, girl.
I think that's because her mom married and had children young. Mm-hmm. I think that's probably a cultural thing for her family getting married. Yeah, having children young.
And I felt that way too. I wrote about this in my book. Like I remember very clearly being 26, lying on my dad's guest room bed, screaming, crying that my life was over and I was going to die an old hag.
Oh,
so I get it. But I'm here from the future as a wise old lady now to tell you, Jalen, you have plenty of time.
Yeah, there's plenty of time.
So she says everything she learned about reality or about love, she learned from reality TV and rom-coms.
Yeah.
What could go wrong? Everything I learned about love, I learned from 80s soap operas.
What could go wrong?
I'm just fine.
She reminds me so much of a friend I have. Like they look the same, they sound the same. And there is a naiveness about her that I love.
I love her. I'm not going to lie. She's probably my favorite.
And Josh too. I'm rooting for both
him
of them.
Yes. I love him too. So her father was a pro baseball player. We see he played for like the Braves, I think.
Yeah.
And her parents, she has a twin brother, and her parents were high school sweethearts. And this hit home for me, who were never affectionate, and she never felt like they loved each other, and they stayed together for them, and they got divorced while she was in college. Exact same story of my life.
Yeah.
I tell that to Timmy all the time. Like, my parents were good friends.
Yeah.
But never a stitch of affection.
But there wasn't like a passionate love.
No. Nope. So Josh is 31. He owns his own roofing company. He says he's a crier and he's a lover.
Oh,
I love this guy. I love him.
Oh, I love him.
He does love EDM music.
And Burning Man.
And does he have to say EDM music? Isn't it just EDM?
Yeah, but I think he may, not understand what that kind of
Again,
music
what
is.
about me says I know anything about EDM or Burning Man? There's clearly nothing.
I love that he does not look like somebody who would listen to EDM or go to Burning Man,
No.
and it's his favorite thing to do and listen to.
Yeah. And he's like a badass roofer, which there's a
Yes.
lot of money to be made in roofing
Yes.
for a good reason.
It's a hard job.
Really hard job.
And he has a sad backstory, which always, gets me right away.
Well, the one thing he does say that I'm like, is he wants a smaller woman.
Okay. Yeah.
And he says he wants somebody who's really humble. He says, my mom was in prison from the time I was 3 to 16. And I learned I couldn't trust her.
Oh.
And he says he was raised by his grandparents and they were very poor. Like there were times he was running around his neighborhood trying to get odd jobs just to get some food or school clothes. Yeah. So he said he found his dad recently. He did like a DNA test.
I loved this.
The dad didn't know that he existed.
How crazy is that? I loved it. And now they talk all the time. They're building a relationship.
And before I even heard his response, I'm like, oh, Pastor Cal's going to eat this right up. Because he's all about like, and I get this, especially as a Black man, he's very into the health of a father-son bond.
Oh, good.
You know what I mean? He talks about that a lot in his own community and church. So Josh started a roofing company with a partner, a friend. He makes really good money.
Yeah.
And he struggles with it. And I've seen this happen to people before. Like he struggles with it because he came from nothing.
Yes.
So he probably doesn't have a lot of financial literacy. He probably feels like he doesn't deserve it on some level.
And there's probably an obligation to take care of everyone in his family. Yeah.
As he should, probably.
Yeah. At least
he
his
should
grandma.
Absolutely take care of his grandparents.
Oh, and from the vibe I get from just these episodes, he is. Like he seemed to have a loving relationship with her.
100%. So we meet her at the wedding and she is so sweet. And Becca, she said, and I was like tearing up here. I almost start sobbing because she's like, I was so blessed to raise you. And
yes,
I was thinking about him in comparison to Edmund on Love is Blind. And I'm going to be very honest. Like my first reaction was, oh, well, Josh did the work. So that's why he seems to be able to move forward a little bit, but that's not what it is. And I caught myself and I said, Josh had a stable, loving person raise him.
Yeah. All you need is one person.
Yes. And Edmund did not. I had forgotten about that difference between them.
Yeah.
And Edmund in and out of foster care, which is a whole different set of rules. So yeah, the grandmother was lovely and he seems to really love her and it was heartwarming.
He seems like just a really nice guy. Yeah. And she seems like such a nice girl. Like I like them both so much.
Me too. What made me think that he's done a little bit of work is he was like, I didn't invite my mother because, and you could tell like he set a boundary with that.
There's boundaries. Yeah.
Yeah. We learned Jalen has an ex-boyfriend who passed away. But that's not clear what's going on there. So I'm thinking we'll learn more, maybe not. And maybe it's not our business. I don't know.
The vibe I got is that she had broken up with like more or less the love of her life. She was dating someone else. She found out he died. And then she was hurting and mourning the loss of him. And the new guy cheated on her during that process.
Okay.
That's,
it's sad all around.
Yeah, no, it's horrible.
Josh is so nice. He comes out to the altar. He's saying hi to everybody. They seem thrilled with what they see. And after the wedding, he tells her, so this is a thing they always do too. They have the wedding and then they go sit in a little area.
Okay.
Which now is like a Ramada patio. I don't know what's happening.
Right by the hot tub. Yeah.
Yeah. It's so weird. Like people are hitting the ice machine in the background.
We're filming here.
So he tells her about like the dad and stuff, and she's so supportive. He meets Jalen's parents. He does really well with them. Then we learn Jalen's mother, Belinda, is going to get married at first sight tomorrow. Now, what do you think about this?
I love this. So I have two questions. One, have they ever had older couples before?
Nope.
Love that. And two, they've never had friends or
no.
Okay. Love that.
I'm wrong. There was a season where they had friends. Oh God, it was Texas, I want to say.
Oh, so they've been to Texas twice already.
Oh,
Like Dallas?
shoot. There was a season where they were friends. Let me pause and look it up real quick.
Okay.
Okay, took some digging around in this little attic here, but it was the New Orleans,
Okay.
and it was Woody who was with Amani, and they were fantastic. And then his buddy was Miles. So Woody
Okay.
and Miles were good friends, and they were on the show. That was the first time.
Okay.
It's never been done before. But here's the thing. I worry that it's going to ruin the experience for Jalen, because now, like, she has to have her mother around all the time. Like, is she going to be able to speak freely?
I also worry that Jalen will be so worried about her mom and her mom's relationship, then she won't put the effort into hers. So maybe a mother-daughter situation is not a good one.
Now, what I do think is hilarious is all the jokes between Josh and Chad about him being dad.
Yes. Oh, that was cute.
Okay, so post-wedding night, so we learned they did not bang on their wedding night.
No.
He brings up that his partner and he have discussed this post-nup.
Yes.
And this was like, she was just like, okay.
Yeah.
Not a big deal. He's like, my partner had his wife sign one as well. So like, it's nothing that we're asking you to do that he didn't do.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever seen this just kind of go so well?
This is kind of like an actual normal conversation about a prenup or a postnup.
Yeah.
I also loved how when he was sitting there and he's like, we're having such a great time and I really don't want to ruin the mood, but I really have to talk to you about something. And I thought the whole situation felt very realistic of like how you would have a conversation with someone.
Yeah. He's sweet. She's sweet.
Yes.
They need to be protected so far.
So far. I know. And I'm always so nervous when I like someone because they're going to break my heart.
All right, let's talk about Will and Brittany. Brittany is a 29-year-old strategic HR business, blah, 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 blah. I don't know what any of this means. She's smart. She really values intelligence. And Brittany says, I have a hard time finding a man who's going to commit.
She seems very rigid, very straight-laced, very my way or the highway.
Yep, a little bit. Yeah. I think she's also super traditional.
Yes.
Because she's very much like, and we'll get to this in a little bit, but she's very much like, what can I do to be a good wife to you?
Yes.
Whereas I don't think I would ever ask Timmy that question.
No, I'd be like, how can you be a better husband to me?
Will is a 30-year-old consultant. He is very cerebral. He's a little Nick Davis vibe to him, except I will say he's way better looking. Will is adorable.
He's so sweet. He has such a sweet face. Yeah.
I mean, he's no, Nick Davis in terms of the harem of women that he's running. But
no. Or the dressing.
That's true. That's true. I mean, dress for the job you want, right? So Dr. Pia says these two are sapiosexuals, which I didn't realize was a thing, but it's a thing and I like it. I wrote he has a beautiful smile. When he smiles, his smile lights up a room.
Be careful. Oh, careful.
Don't go near your staircase.
No.
His friends don't know what verbose means. And
I loved his friends.
You pass a vocabulary test.
His friends seemed like a good time. They were all laughing and
I agree. Yeah, I agree. So we get to the wedding and Brittany's family comes in and we learned that her older sister passed away during COVID in 2020.
From COVID too.
COVID. I mean, yeah.
That was like, whoa.
That is so upsetting.
Yeah.
Her mom cries. They all kind of do. And dad talks with Brittany. Now, I thought this was a weird conversation. They're by the pool. He's very standoffish. Did you get that?
It felt like very awkward.
Yes.
Like they didn't know how to like naturally be with each other. And maybe that was the cameras.
Maybe there was an 8th grade birthday party in the pool and they were just feeling uncomfortable about it. I don't know.
Also, the vibe in that conversation that I was getting from the dad didn't match up what we later see. I did not get like super religious from him.
I didn't either. But it was really strange. Yeah. And I wrote, maybe he's uncomfortable being on camera.
Yeah.
I don't know. Her sisters, when they see Will, are all like, whoa, wowza.
They're like, woohoo.
And they seem happy.
Mhm.
So this is another thing that, kind of I watch closely is how they react when they see the other person come out.
Yes,
Very
immediately.
similar to Love is Blind. What's the
Yes.
reaction like? And they seem good.
Yeah.
They seem happy with what they see. Things get slightly awkward at the reception. You figure out pretty quickly that he's a little more reserved.
Yes.
And she's trying to
I have
pull
a question
conversation
about
out
the
of
wedding.
him. Yeah, go ahead.
And you may not know this. Do they film this multiple times?
I don't think so.
Because I noticed that it seemed like Will had a little leftover lipstick on his lips during the ceremony. Andy had a lipstick smudge on his shoulder.
So the lipstick smudge on his shoulder, I think, appeared in the reception when her mother hugged him. Somebody hugged him. Maybe she hugged him.
I thought I saw it at the altar, but maybe I was wrong.
Oh, maybe. I'll have to go back and look.
And that's why I was like, do they film these like multiple times? Like,
I hope not. That would ruin it for me.
Yeah.
But who knows? So she's a neat freak.
Mm-hmm.
And I need to ask you about this.
Okay.
She doesn't use a top sheet. Now, what is your stance on this?
So neither of my sons use top sheets.
Okay, neither of my daughters do. That's why I wanted to ask you.
I think it's an age thing.
It's like a generational shift.
Yeah, I use a top sheet. I use a fitted, a top, but yeah.
My bed has to be completely made. The other day when we were in the hotel, we didn't get room service, or I mean turn down, whatever it is, cleaning, whatever. Because now you have to request it. So like we don't really request it. I every day was making those beds like it was my job. Like I was in the military making those beds because my gram taught me how to make a bed. If there's one thing I know how to do. So I have to make my bed, Becca, even if I don't know why it would be unmade all day, which would never happen. I'd be dead somewhere in a corner. Yeah. If I was going to get in my bed at 8:00 at night, I would make it first.
Yes. And I have done that before when I make my bed every day. In the hotel, like, and I don't do like tight corners. Like I was never like taught properly, but like if I'm in the hotel, I pull up the blankets, fluff them, make them look nice. Mm-hmm. I have expected that from my children, thinking they saw me do it, me wanting them to do that. Mm-hmm. No, they just throw that comforter maybe sometimes around.
Yeah. It's like, what is going to happen to the top sheet industry in this country?
My sons, when they buy sheets, they throw away the top sheet. And I like,
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say.
A top sheet is so comfortable.
There's a whole generation doing it wrong.
Yes.
Like what if you need, not to belabor the point, but what if you need some coverage?
Yes.
But not ton.
Yeah, it's all or nothing with no top
sheet. Anyway, people are riveted right now.
And she seems like somebody who would demand a top sheet.
Yeah, I would think.
Yeah.
Little Miss Recap will return in a moment. For ad-free episodes, visit littlemissrecap.com/support. Amanda.
Amy.
For our sponsor, Lumi Gummies today, I have an idea. I think we should do a rapid fire bonus round. Which 90-day celebrity stars need a Lumi Gummy or have taken a Lumi Gummy maybe?
Okay. Madeline.
Oh, I have her on my list too. Manon. Manon could really use indica.
Yeah, to calm her the fuck down.
Calm down a little bit.
I think Jenny could use a sativa to maybe up the energy a little bit because there's none there.
Funny you mentioned Jenny. I have Sumit's aunt can use one to
definitely
chill out a little bit.
She definitely could use one. This is a wild card. Florian could use one. I don't know what variety.
Yeah,
but
maybe he needs a hybrid.
I feel like Florian on a gummy would be good.
Yeah. I also have Dylan's mom from Dylan and Patia.
Yeah.
And I have Luke's dad of Luke and Madeline.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. And we can use Lumi Gummies as well.
Yes. All the time.
Consistent, mellow, and super delicious, Lumi Gummies are specifically designed to make you feel good, not stoned. Whether you're looking for an end-of-the-day de-stressor, a midday mood boost, or help getting the best sleep ever, Lumi Gummies has a strain that's right for you. So, Amanda, our flavor that we like a lot in this home is the sour strawberry cookie hybrid.
Ooh, is it particularly sour?
It's not super sour because I don't like sour things.
Yeah, I don't either.
but I just find that it's the perfect blend of up and down. It's right in the middle.
Nice.
But you feel good. I really like it.
I'm a hybrid girly myself, and I'm going to go with the watermelon sorbet because I do enjoy watermelon, and it's just a nice, cool, chill evening of watching TV.
You know what I need to do? I need to take one before Sister Wives comes out. Before I meet my arch nemesis in the ring.
Yes. I think it would help you a great deal. I think it would help Cody Brown a great deal.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Guys, Lumi gummies are available nationwide. Go to lumigummies.com. That's LUMI gummies.com. Use code Little Miss Recap for 30% off your order. That is Lumi Gummies, LUMI gummies.com. Code Little Miss Recap. Lumis.com. Code Little Miss Recap. It's 30%. And the link is in the show notes if you guys need it. So Will tanks with her parents.
Oh, I wanted to tell them both to stop talking multiple times.
Dad's like, so you man of faith? And he's like, well, I've studied monotheism. And he goes into this whole thing. He even brings up the Catholic schism. Yes. And I was like, oh my God, dude, just wrong audience. Read the room. And here's the thing about Will, and I think we see this later. Mm-hmm. He's an intellectual feeler. Yes. Is what my therapist would call him. Like, and you guys can't see this if you're not watching video, but he feels from up here. Yes. Instead of feeling from down here.
So he thinks from his brain, not his heart.
Yeah. Yes. And that is foreign to me.
Oh, I'm incredibly uncomfortable with it too. Yes. And I know people like that, and I'm uncomfortable around them, and I just want I want to scream at them. Think with your heart.
Yes. Yes. With your heart. He's just and Timmy can be like this sometimes too, where like his logic overrides his emotions, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Like he feels logically.
Yes.
Instead of like, I can't explain it, but sometimes I'll be like, well, I'm crying because I'm upset. And Timmy will be like, yeah, but you don't have a logical reason to be upset.
Yeah. Yeah. I understand
that. Do you fucking know me?
Like when I'm crying about one of these shows and Steve is bewildered, like, you don't even know these people. This is not even sad. But hearing Will talk, maybe he is Nick Davis's long lost son.
I know, right? He's really, really fucking smart. So, but like my point in bringing up his feeling and stuff like that is like, he's not somebody who's going to read a room and go along to get along. No. He's going to say the truth. Yes. Because that's what he thinks trumps everything.
Yes. And he always wants to be honest with you.
Yes. Yes. So eventually, then Dad keeps trying, like, oh, we're going to play checkers. And he's like, not really. So then eventually, or dominoes, not really. And then Dad's eventually like, look, just do your best. Keep my kid alive.
Keep her happy.
So they don't bang on their wedding night either.
No.
Okay. Now, our next couple, Megan and Derek.
Oh, Megan.
Megan. She's interesting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm looking for. Here it is.
Shame. Shame.
Oh no. I'm nervous.
You know what's coming. What's coming.
Oh no. What is it?
I'm into Derek.
Oh,
and I can't help it.
Oh no. Did you notice that necklace he was wearing?
I know he's a bro. I know it.
Oh.
Listen, 28-year-old Amy Archer would have been like, bing, to the bathroom with him.
Oh, yeah.
But 48-year-old, am I 48 or am I 49? 77. What year is this?
2005. I'm 2005.
I just turned 48. Okay.
Yes.
I know what you meant. It's 2025.
Yes.
48. I know better. I would stay away from this.
Good.
But he is hot.
The sum.
All right. So Megan works for her family's insurance and banking business, and she's a 38-year-old realtor. And she says she has terrible work-life balance and thinks she would have thrived in a culture that encourages arranged marriages. I can't even talk.
Yeah, I think working at that family business is trauma inducing.
I think we need, very similar to The Office, a reality show based on that family business, because it sounds fascinating.
Yeah. I feel like Kathy, her mom, in some circles is referred to as like Big Kathy, and not because of her body or anything like that, but like
she's just Big Texas Kathy.
She's Big Kathy.
Doesn't she remind you of Tiger Lily when we first met her? You need to watch, do a side by side later.
Yeah. I mean, I think they're different, but same. Yes.
So she's hired a life coach to help her straighten shit out, which is a good move there.
And Big Kathy can't stand that.
No, Big Kathy's like, what are you talking about? Life coach? She's a couch detective and loves watching her murder shows. So somebody let her know about murder she watched.
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
Oh no.
Derek is a 38-year-old chief automator. Don't know what that means. He's traveled all over. He's lived in various places, and he's so tired of dating just these hot women. It's all so superficial, Becca. He needs something real. I'm like, okay, dude. All right. Okay.
When you're single, you can bang hot chicks every night. But I want a relationship.
We see him doing pull-ups on a tree branch.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
He's in the health and wellness space.
Again, I hate him. But I would totally have made out with him.
Oh, God.
He is, like you said, he's the COO of a health and wellness business, whatever the fuck that is. And he tells the experts he plans on being in great shape forever. Well, gee, dude, that's some fucking privilege. I hope you don't get like a chronic illness or, God forbid, you're in an accident.
I hope you don't
So he wants 3 kids and she only wants 1. Or if she only wants 1, he's like, I'll convince her.
Yeah.
Pastor Cal's kind of like, women be shopping. You can't convince them of anything, especially if they have their periods.
Yeah. You can't really force a baby. Oh, well, I guess you can. Never mind.
So at the wedding, we learned that Megan's mom, Big Kathy, as we're calling her, is Tiger Lily in disguise. She does not approve of this at all. And she sits there and watches her daughter walk herself down the aisle. Becca?
Oh my God.
I was so angry. I was so
angry. You stand. Why?
Wow, you're speechless.
First of all, did they explain why the dad couldn't come?
Yes, the dad had skin cancer on his nose.
Oh, yes.
And had some kind of surgery.
Yes, now I remember.
And then the brother, I couldn't hear that part, was busy.
Yeah, I guess because these are spur of the moment weddings. But how could you allow your daughter to stand there when she's marrying somebody for the first time she's ever met them, or in any situation? Like, and the whole time that Megan was walking down the aisle, Big Kathy had a stank eye.
Yeah. At the reception, Big Kathy's like staring a hole through her. And Megan's even like crying about it.
Did you hear what she said to her when she comes up to Megan and she's crying?
No.
She says, "What are you crying for?" Wow. Well, come sit down next to me, Big Kathy. I'll tell you why I'm crying.
Wow. You know what? Very similar to my mother. Big Kathy is the kind of woman who would tell her overweight child, why don't you just get addicted to salad? That would solve everything.
Addicted to salad.
So they like each other a lot.
Yes.
In their little post-wedding thing, they're talking, and he has just moved to Austin. Yeah. So this is another thing we've seen before. I want to say we saw it on the Colorado season, where people tend to move to the area to get cast on the show, and I'm suspecting that's what's happening here.
They found them on social media, and
he says she's a smoke show, so that's a good sign.
Yeah.
She thinks he's a smoke show.
Because he's got abs.
He is. At the reception, it is discovered that he hates country music and he loves himself some EDM. Yes. What is going on with young men in Texas?
And she loves country. She goes to country concerts. She goes on vacation to listen to country concerts.
They get back to the room. He just wants to fuck. He wants to bang. And he's ripped.
Yes.
And she's like, Whoa, I was not expecting that. She's like, okay.
The cameraman the camera woman, I think it was like, do you want us to leave? Are you ready for us to leave? And she's like, yes, I'm ready for you to get out of here.
I just got to look at this, get out of here. So they do not bang, actually, that night because he had a night terror.
This sounded terrifying. And how can you not tell someone that you have night terrors the first night you sleep with them?
Well, he's claiming he didn't know, but like, dude, you've slept with a lot of women. Oh, he probably makes them go home. He probably puts them in an Uber.
He's had a girlfriend once in a while.
Maybe. I mean, somebody had to stick eventually. I will tell you that when Timmy and I first got together, I had a series of night terrors that went on like maybe 3 or 4 months. And I had never had one before in my life. But I would like wake up like to the point where we would joke, like, is Timmy whispering something in my ear while I'm sleeping? What's happening? But I think it was just I think it was a manifestation of like such a change in my life or like a nerve system thing.
An internal reaction to what was going on.
And I wonder if he's just kind of freaking out. You know what I mean?
The stress level. My ex-husband one time, and this is nothing like, I feel kind of bad telling the story. So great. But we were sleeping and he was having a horrible bad dream. And I had woken up from it. And so I was like kind of staring at him, watching it. He woke like still dead asleep, sat up, looked at me and pushed me off the bed.
Oh my God. Because he viewed you as a threat in that moment.
In that dream.
Yeah,
and then he woke like kind of like, I was like, and the whole thing kind of woke him up.
I can imagine you had a very dramatic
and reaction. I was much younger, so it was even worse. And he felt horrible about it. And he was just, and I still tease him to this day. Remember that time you pushed me off the bed? But it is scary when someone is reacting in their sleep.
Yeah, because they can't differentiate, you know, who you are, what's going on. Okay, let's talk about Pat and Rhonda.
Oh, God.
I have a hot take here.
Okay.
I like Pat and Rhonda. I find Rhonda extremely annoying.
Rhonda's too much for me.
She's too much.
Everything feels fake. Like, I'm going to dance around the room. Watch me. Look at me. I'm funny.
Mm-hmm. And here's what I think is going on. I think as a society, older women, myself included, I'm getting there too. It's like you constantly have to prove that you are youthful.
Yes.
Whereas men don't have to do that. Like men can
age gracefully.
Yeah. And for women, it's like, no, I'm still young. And that's what I think is going on here. Because this is bizarre.
Yeah.
So Pat is a 59-year-old space operations consultant who says dating on the apps is like trying to find the least broken thing that doesn't smell, like a thrift store. Okay. He's cute. He's active. We see him pedaling his little bike up the road and he believes in love. He says he was married for 30 years and the sex kind of dried up and the marriage was not good, but he stayed for the kids. And then when they were gone, time to go.
Yeah. There's a lot of that with these people, like the older couples and the parents and staying together. I guess that's a common thing.
Yeah. I did an article when I was working for a therapy company about the two most vulnerable points in a marriage are a year in and 25 years in.
Interesting.
Because that's usually when like you're having some kind of life change.
Your children have left. They've grown up. They're out of the house.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Austin is Pat's brother and they're both space nerds and they love space operations.
And we know because he tells us at every chance, he uses them as puns. Yes. He uses as examples. It's like, we get it. Countdown.
But I'm kind of into it.
There's something about him that
like I like him.
I don't know.
Him.
I don't know.
So he says, I'm a man of science and I'm trusting these experts to be experts in their field. Oh my God. Oh. You sweet summer child.
Good luck, guy.
Oh, okay. Another thing about Married at First Sight that I just want to say is in the first, maybe, this is season 19. In the first, maybe 5-6 seasons, the experts were constantly involved. They were meeting with them constantly.
Oh.
And one of the biggest complaints of the franchise is that they've just pieced out completely. I hope they fix that. I don't see it so far. But when they get back from the honeymoon, hopefully they get a meeting with. And it was nice because they all had different specialties.
Yeah.
So like they would sit down with Pia and they would talk about sex, and they would sit down with Pastor Cal and maybe talk about like faith and whatever.
Yeah,
And then they
there's
would talk with Pepper about maybe communication styles, whatever.
So question again, is it like Love is Blind where they move into like a neutral apartment?
Okay, so in the first like maybe 10 seasons, they did not. They would give them a budget. No, I'm wrong. They wouldn't even give them a budget. At first, they just had to decide whose house they were going to move into.
Oh,
and I loved that.
Yeah, that's an interesting conversation. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then the next step that they took was that they had a budget so that they could look for a place together. And then they eventually went to the Love is Blind model where they all live together.
Well, see, that's also why it's 77 episodes. If they're giving them the opportunity to move into one person's house, then get a place. Yeah.
Yeah. So Rhonda is a 63-year-old performance marketing executive.
Mm-hmm.
She's been married twice. She had 4 kids with her first husband, but he would not get a job.
Yeah.
Girl, I feel you.
Oh, yeah. Been there, done that.
Her second marriage was short. No further information on that.
Yes.
She's been single a long time, and we see her with their kids in the kitchen. Her kids are all very lovely.
Yes.
They seem to be really tight.
Mm-hmm.
She's doing tarot cards and joking about how she pulled the soulmate card. And one of her sons, and we need to put a pin in this. One of her sons
very
is like,
telling.
you can't always be my way or the highway. You tend to like things a very specific way, and you have to learn to be bendy.
And he also
Flexible.
told her, you're very intense. You need to take it down a notch.
So put a pin in both of those things.
Yes.
So now we see her walking down the aisle. She's going to go in a red dress, which I liked that.
Yeah, I loved
thought that
it.
was fun.
Her third wedding. Like, let's not joke anymore. I'm 63.
Yeah, let's do it the way I want. I'm only 63. Let's do it the way I want to do it. So they seem real into each other.
Yeah,
He is like, after they get married, he's like, she is smoking hot. And you could tell he's like, we're going to bang.
Yes.
He might even let me become a backdoor friend, if you know what I mean. Like, he is so boned up over this red dress and just her sexual energy.
That she gives off a lot of sexual energy to him. Yes.
She really does. She really does. So, he's only divorced 5 years. She's been divorced a lot longer. So that's interesting.
Yeah. I think she's been single 25, right? She said.
Yes. And what that tells me is she's going to have a lot more experience dating, making things work. You know, we see later, I think she's an excellent communicator, the way she communicates with him. And he's not going to know those things. So that could be interesting.
Yeah. And he just recently moved to Austin because his dad died and he's living with his mom and helping his mom.
R.I.P. Dirk.
Yeah. That was so sweet. And she's like, I think he's here he goes, I think he's here with us. And she's like, I think my dad's here too. It was very cute.
It was very sweet. I think Thick and Nugget is here too.
Aw,
Thick and
watching
Nugget's
after you.
always watching over me.
Protecting you.
So at the reception, she's like, look at me. And she like takes her shoes off and she's barefoot dancing and running around. I'm like, girl, calm down.
Yeah.
Calm down. He has a ton of respect for her as a single mom, which I thought was great because, you know, it is a fucking hard job.
It's a tough role.
So they're kissing quite a bit. And then she's like, let's jump in the pool. And he's like, okay. And he's getting ready to strip down and see her like in her skivvies. And she's like, no, I'm jumping in my clothes.
Yeah.
And then they bang.
Yeah, they totally do.
All right. Final couple, Chad and Belinda.
I don't know if I would have matched him, but
I don't like Chad. I'm just going to say it.
There's something about Chad that just rubs me the wrong way.
I agree.
Yeah.
And again, I have no proof or evidence for this.
No.
I'm just getting a bad vibe.
It's on vibes alone. Yes.
So Chad is a 54-year-old commercial real estate executive. He's got money.
Yes.
And he's been married 3 times. And that's not a problem for me. I actually appreciate when people realize a marriage isn't working and move on.
Yes.
It's something else. He has 1 daughter. She's in law school and he feels like, now's the time he could focus on himself. Belinda is a 47-year-old aesthetic sales consultant.
Yeah.
And she says she's talking about Jalen's dad. This is where it gets weird.
Yeah.
And she's telling us like there was a lot of infidelity in the marriage. When go back to what Jalen was saying, and she was just saying they were not romantic.
Yeah.
So
well,
like,
that's because your mother was angry because your dad was out playing baseball and playing the field.
I wonder if like Jalen's gonna watch this back and learn things that she never knew and just like needs to go to therapy.
Because I feel like I could see that happening. That feels like a very protective vibe. Like, I'm going to smile. Everything's going to be great for the Christmas card, but we are fighting leading up to it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Belinda's beautiful. I really like her.
Beautiful. Yes.
Yep. They seem real into each other. In his vows, he's saying, I have a very blessed life, which is code for I'm rich.
Yeah.
This is a Sparkle Megan turnoff for me.
Yeah. And there's something that we'll talk about later that's just like, really? Really?
Mm-hmm. The thing with him is he makes jokes constantly, and I'm using the term jokes. Like
they're not funny. They're not funny.
No. But it kind of feels like he's complaining. So like he's getting his picture taken. The photographers tell him, do this, do this, do this. And he's like, kind of like, oh, well, can I move now? Oh, can I do this with my neck now?
Yeah.
Like it's got Karen vibes.
It's mean jokes.
But he's
like,
trying to frame it as humor.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I don't like it. And I think even at one part, and when they're taking photos, she's like, are you into me? Like, are you happy? And he's like, no, I'm just like trying to figure out if I can move or not. And it's like,
yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. So I am here for Jalen and Josh kind of watching them and gossiping about them.
Yes.
I did like that.
That was cute.
Okay. After the wedding, he's immediately like, we need to get you a bigger ring. They stop on the way to the airport to get bigger rings. That is so weird.
So weird. It felt
performative.
It felt like, look at me. Let's add something to the show.
Yep.
Let's be different.
I didn't like it. It's very off-putting to me. This is a guy who tries to buy people or has had to buy people. I don't like it. If I was Belinda, that would turn me right off.
I feel like he's really a jerky kind of person, but he hides behind buying things with his money for you.
And, you know, you and I were texting a little bit about this, and I said to you, if you're like, I don't know, on your anniversary and you're like strolling down a cute little street and you and your husband together, wife, whatever, you see a ring in a jewelry store and it's been a couple years and you talk about, that's totally different. I'm not opposed to people upgrading their diamonds.
No.
To do it less than 24 hours after the wedding on the way to the airport, you're doing that for somebody else. You're not doing that for Belinda.
No. But on the flip side, it didn't bother me when Josh pulled out that ring.
Well, because you know what I think happened? I think Belinda told Jalen, I got a new ring. Josh heard it and thought, oh shit, do I have to do this too? So he did it too.
Oh, you think that's what
I don't
happened?
think Josh ever would have done that if Belinda didn't have it done for her.
Oh, so
when they talk about the rings later, Jalen already knew Belinda's ring was upgraded.
And are we going to have this whole tick for tack mother-daughter thing?
That's what I'm worried about.
Oh, now I'm starting not to like this concept.
But I think Josh just kind of heard it and like kind of felt like, oh shit, do I need to do this too?
Yeah.
I don't want Jalen to feel like poop because I gave her. It's a whole thing. Okay.
No.
Again, Timmy and I spent $178 on our wedding bands when we got married.
Yeah.
And I only replaced it. What was it? Our 15th wedding anniversary when we got the tattoos.
Yeah.
I still have that wedding ring. I love it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm all for upgrading, but not this way.
But not performative. Not performative upgrading.
Little Miss Recap will return in a moment. For ad-free episodes, visit littlemissrecap.com/support. So, let's go to the honeymoon, shall we, real quick?
We shall.
Not much happens.
No.
But they're going to Panama. I wonder if they'll see Jasmine's kids. Panama.
Tell them Jasmine said hi.
On the way there, Pat sends everyone instructions on how to join the Mile High Club.
I feel like that's older humor. That's older man humor. Do you know what I mean? It's not young.
Yes.
It's not young humor.
I agree. And so we learned that Josh and Jalen did do it, but Josh goes, it only lasted 3 seconds, so it was really easy. Now, Beck, I was just in a bathroom on an airplane. I could barely fit myself in there. I don't know how this is. This how skinny people live? I have no idea.
And I was going to say, I've flown business and first class. Their bathrooms aren't any better. Like they're just a little tiny bit bigger. So, yeah.
All right. So Will and Brittany have an issue. Morning one.
Mm-hmm.
They had sex and they didn't use protection.
That seems... she gives such weird
Terrifying.
vibes. Like she seems so responsible. Like, why aren't you... Yeah.
I don't know. I with just going on how traditional her dad is, and how religious, I'm thinking that maybe, she doesn't believe in birth control or whatever. I don't know. Maybe counted on him to do something.
Never count on the boy.
No, we can't count on the boys, guys. She says she wasn't super upset about the event itself, but it was his reaction, which he said this clear again, approaching this logically.
Yeah.
You seem very upset about this, so maybe we shouldn't do it again. And what she's hearing is,
I don't want to have sex with you.
I don't want to have sex with you anymore because if you get pregnant, I don't know what we'll do and I won't support you. I won't support you through the decision. Do you know what I mean?
They are speaking two different languages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he says he was confused. He tells the camera he was confused and he felt responsible for her feeling bad and didn't know what to do with that. I doubt he said that to her.
No, but I feel like also did production pull that out of him, question him to get that?
Probably.
Where she's probably going to have to be more pulling it out of him. Yeah.
You're right. She said, now they keep using the phrase, we got closer. We got closer.
We know
we
what that
got
means.
closer. We know what that means.
Yeah.
She goes, we got closer. And your immediate response was to pull away. And I wanted you to say, I don't regret this. We'll figure it out. And he kind of doesn't respond to that.
Yeah.
And he's just like, look, let's just take our time. Let's take our time. Okay. They have a nice dinner later and they seem to have sort of like a little breakthrough and they're just saying all the right things to the camera.
Yeah.
But like you said, I didn't think of that. Production could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
I just think that they need to sit down with one of those professionals and learn how to like speak each other's languages because or they're doomed.
Well, Megan kind of helps her later.
Yes.
And is like, I'm like Will, and I could tell you it's not personal. That
was a really helpful conversation.
And I will tell you, Timmy and I are two very different communicators. And it took me a very long time to realize that it is not personal if he doesn't want to talk things out. Like he's just in his head. That's what he does.
Yeah.
And I'm like gushing my feelings all over the place.
When Steve and I first started dating, he said, he goes, oh, we're working with feelings. And he said this lots of times. He had to learn to work with feelings.
Yeah.
Because that's where I'm coming from.
Yeah. We're Libras. That's where we come from.
I don't know any other way.
We're crybabies.
Yes.
So Josh and Jalen now, she's horrified by bugs and animals and nature. And I'm like, and heights. And I'm like, okay, check.
Everything he loves, heights, bugs, and nature.
And then he goes, okay, well now upon hearing that, we need to talk about Burning Man because I need you to go to Burning Man with me. Okay. Now I am a basic 48-year-old white woman. Did we just discover I was 49? No, I'm 48. I know nothing about Burning Man.
Okay.
And my instinct, and tell me if I'm wrong, is that she will hate it.
Yes.
But I think she should try it once. And if she doesn't like it, then just make it something he goes to with his friends every year.
Yes. Go once. And if you don't like it, and I do know quite a few people who go to Burning Man. It's not my thing, but you can do it nicely now. Like there is a glam version of it.
Okay.
But it's always going to be dusty. It's always going to be windy. It's always going to be in the desert.
Yeah. That'd be tough. So they go to see, he says he's taking her to the Panama Canal, but like, I don't see the Panama Canal. So I don't know what's
Yeah.
happening here.
Is it just like a looky-loo? Like
Maybe. I don't know if I would know what the Panama
Yeah,
Canal looks
do
like. Like
I
I actually know like about the construction of it, where it is
Yeah.
and what it means, but are there, I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know.
And
Anyway,
it's a large canal, so could they just be going to like
that's what I'm
the
wondering if they're
end?
just like
Yeah.
kind of near it or a part of it.
Yeah.
But he gives her a new emerald cut ring. And
Mhm.
I wrote, I think she knew her mother got an upgrade, and Josh was like, shit, I need to do the same.
No,
Oh, this
now
is what we're doing now?
now thinking that, I don't like it anymore.
I know.
Ugh.
Derek and Megan. He's asking her questions and she's literally answering with one-word answers.
Yeah. I think she has some emotional growth to do in general.
Yeah, she's I don't know. She finally does talk, and when she does, she's talking about combining finances.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, I mean, you're gonna like read me for filth over like, why do I need all these streaming services? Why do I need Hulu and Netflix and Peacock? And I was like, girl, shh, you're on Peacock right now.
Yeah, I know. Don't tell all the secrets.
Guess what she does spend the most money on? Ice for her ice baths.
We forgot to mention she did give him an ice bath for their wedding gift.
You do know ice is free. It's in your
Well,
refrigerator.
but when you need to fill up a whole ice bath, it takes a lot of ice.
Yeah, because then when you got one going, you got the.
Yeah.
How often are we doing the ice bath?
And I thought they came out and said ice baths really aren't good for you.
Well, there is a whole thing like hypotherapy or something.
Yeah.
But like a bag
guess
of ice is like $4. How much are we spending?
She's probably doing an ice bath once a day.
Can't you just turn on the faucet freezing cold? See, this is the benefit of living in Pennsylvania. I could just go outside and scoop a bunch of snow and put it in my tub and get right in there.
Yeah, that would be helpful for her.
Yeah.
I think it has to be a certain degree coldness to be like
okay,
activating
right.
your senses.
Whatever. If her passion is ice baths, so be it.
She's really into them.
Yeah. He asks her a bunch of questions. She's just giving him nothing.
No.
Nothing. So later, like I said, there's a group meetup and Pat is talking, and we'll get to Pat and Rhonda in a second, but he's telling Derek like, oh, I had a similar problem. I was not responding well to Rhonda. I wasn't asking her about her life. So he kind of gives Derek like a little
like a pep talk.
Yeah, like a little pep talk to go back to Megan. And he's like, okay. And he runs back to Megan and he's like, guess what? I think we could work this out. And she gets so defensive. It's like wall up.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this girl.
Something triggered her in that moment, and she was not having it. She was done.
He says, I feel like I'm asking you a lot of questions and you're not really. What? Who's doing that? Are you saying I'm not doing that? Or you're doing it and I'm not doing it? Like she got really defensive.
Yeah.
She says, I feel ambushed and I need time.
Yeah.
Yikes.
It went south real fast. And I felt bad because I felt like he was like, I felt like he was actually trying, and he was like, I just learned something. I'm going to try to be better. And she was like, rawr.
Dare I say, so far I like him.
Well, that's a given.
All right. Pat and Rhonda had this really interesting conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So they have breakfast and he's talking a lot about himself. And like, she's dropping some really interesting things.
Yeah.
And he's just ignoring them. Like, she's like, oh, well, I leave my TV on when I leave the house because I was robbed. And he's like, oh, what kind of TV do you watch?
Yeah.
She's like, did you not hear that? Okay.
No, he didn't. Yeah.
No, he didn't hear it. He steers the conversation back to himself. So later they have lunch, and very honestly and directly, she says to him, it does not feel like you are interested in my life. She gives him an exact example.
Yes. Really great communication.
He starts to say, well, when there's a pregnant pause, I feel like I need to fill the space. And she says, no, that's different.
Yeah.
You're talking, but you're talking about yourself. Like this was amazing.
It was like, she really said to him, dude, you're kind of coming across self-centered, but she said it in such a way that like didn't cause a reason to fight, like was real direct, real open. And
and she even said to him at one point, like, don't get defensive.
Yes.
I'm not attacking you. I'm telling you what I need. And so then he goes, okay, well, let's talk about you. And he's not saying it like I think he's pretty open to this.
Yeah. I don't think it came across like, okay, well, let's hear about you now. No.
And he's like, okay, what were your dreams as a child? Okay. So if you finally got the conversation steered onto you and somebody asks you, what were your dreams as a child? Would you say to be named Jennifer?
No.
I would have been like, oh, well, I always wanted to be a writer or.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I used to pretend my name was Jennifer.
And then he kind of tries to banter a little bit.
Yeah.
And she's like, but you're turning it back on yourself. So like, I feel like she may have gone a little touch too much there, but
yeah.
But overall, I think this was an amazing conversation. And if this is the kind of shit we get when you cast older couples, I'm into it.
Bring it on.
Okay. So later they go to meditate with the trees and he tells her he loves her and she says, I love you back. And I'm like, this is doomed. I'm just going to put that out there.
Yeah.
There's a group meeting, like I told you. And then we get an end scene where Brittany attempts to ask Will what he likes.
Yeah.
And she's like, you're not giving me much. I've been asking you what you like. And he goes, no, you haven't. Nope. She's like, yes, I have. No, you haven't. With words? Have you done it with words?
Yeah.
Again, he's all up here.
He needs to like take a deep breath, get out of his head and like be in the moment.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then she's saying like, I'm trying to give you affirmation. And he goes, yeah, I know you need constant affirmation, but I don't. Ugh.
Women be shopping.
Yeah. He has no there's like a level of empathy missing.
Yeah. Yeah. I would say he's not very empathetic. Yeah.
Yeah. And I wrote, okay, here's what I wrote. This was my theory. And again, I'm a poet, not a psychologist.
Okay.
I feel like he can't access the depths of his feelings. And that's what she's responding to, but she doesn't know how to articulate it. She's like, yes, you're giving me answers, but they don't feel real or deep or authentic because they're all coming from neck up.
And I think he's doing it. I think she even mentions like, I don't care what your favorite color is. Like, and I think he's like, well, I'm Will. My favorite color is green. And I like, to go to the movies on Saturday. Well, okay. Who cares?
He's real tough to communicate with. Yeah. And I'm sure for somebody who's built like him, it's not. But for somebody who's emotional, this is hard.
But she also, to me, doesn't give off somebody who's very emotional vibes either. Like she's kind of hard to read for me.
A little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. She says, I need someone who communicates. And he says, how am I not communicating? But that's what she's saying. She's saying like, be real with me. So that's where we leave all of them.
I think she wants to know his deepest, darkest secret, Yeah.
So let's do this.
Okay.
Let's talk about, what Married at First Sight at the end, they have to decide if they're going to stay married or walk away forever. Let's go through our predictions.
Okay.
So the predictions can be, are they going to make it to decision day?
Okay.
And if they do, are they going to stay together?
Okay. Josh
and Jalen.
Oh, only because I want them to so badly. I'm going to believe in it. I'm putting it out there. Yes.
Okay. I also think she might be the one who gets pregnant. I just feel like it was her voice.
It was hard.
And I'm wondering if the conversation about protection with Will and Brittany was a red herring.
Yeah. It's kind of tricky.
Yeah. I agree with you. I think they'll make it to decision day and say yes. Pat and Rhonda, I think they're going to implode before decision day.
Oh, I think it's going to get bad. I think she's a little fireball of fire and they're going to fight.
Derek and Megan, I think they will say no on decision day.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to work out.
Chad and Belinda.
I think Chad's going to get on Belinda's nerves and she's going to, I can't do this.
I think she'll say no on decision day.
Yeah.
And then Will and Brittany, I think, are going to say yes. I think they will find a way through this.
I think.
I don't know. He's a good guy and she's so nice. I like them. I like them individually.
I want to see them do well because I think if they learn to communicate and to speak the same language, they will have success.
I was trying to think today if anyone's ever gotten pregnant on the show. And the closest I think we came, and I had to do a little research because I remembered it was Shawnice and Jeopardy, but I couldn't remember what season. They were season 6 Boston. Okay. And what happened is I believe they revealed their pregnancy on the reunion.
Okay.
But I want to say she had a pregnancy scare or thought she was pregnant on season. Longtime MAFS listeners, let me know in the comments. Was she pregnant on the season or was it the reunion? But I remember that was the closest that we came. So this is this is surprise pregnancy, brand new.
Is the first season couples the most successful? Is there someone from the first season still together?
Jamie Otis. Is from the first season.
Okay.
Not super popular.
Oh.
She's just one of these mom TikToker influencer people who like just really put her kids and her husband all over and people just have
she got the back. I feel like there's a bit of a backlash about like the mommy family bloggers going on, TikTokers going on right now.
And to be fair, when she started it, I think it was a thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's just kind of fallen out now and it feels very exploitative the way she does it. So she and Doug are together from season 1. So there's a couple together from season 5, 6, 7, 8, nobody from 9.
Wow.
So yeah, the earlier seasons have a higher success rate. Cause like there's not many together still. So yeah. Okay.
Interesting.
Well, we've said it all.
I've enjoyed it. I'm down. I'm in for the ride.
Excited. Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah. Guys, we will have part 2 for you, hopefully Monday or Tuesday, as soon as we get to it. But,
yes.
And then we should be on track.
Yeah, it will be on track.
Yeah.
And they're really married. Like they sign a marriage license.
Oh, yes.
They have to get a divorce or an annulment.
So when how I believe it works, and people have, kind of talked about this for years, is I think if they decide to divorce on decision day, the show pays for it. If they stay together, they have to pay for it. That's what I think happens.
That makes sense.
I could be wrong. It could be total bullshit, actually. All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening. Becca, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It was lots of fun.
Well, thanks for embarking on the Married at First Sight journey.
Oh, I'm in. I'm excited.
I'm in. All right, guys. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Thank you so much for listening to Little Miss Recap. If you'd like to support the show and get a ton of bonus content, including all episodes ad-free, please visit our Patreon. The link is in the show notes. If we've earned it, please consider leaving us a 5-star review wherever you listen. If you have someone in your life who loves trash TV, please consider sharing this episode and telling them about the pod. I hope you've enjoyed this episode because we made it for you.